Okay, we have our Mr. Larry Morey, who will now come.
My name is Larry Morey, Ethics in Government. A few months ago, I met before our voter board in Henry County, and since that time, I gave each one of you a handwritten documentation of what had transpired in one of our meetings with the voter board and how they literally broke the law on several occasions. I gave you documentation of that. I've had no comment except from Ms. D, from any of you about that situation. It's as though it's just non-existent. Your county attorney wrote the Attorney General for Georgia admitting that he had erred twice in the law, recommended training. Since that time in January, they've had their training. One of those members did not attend that training. Doesn't appear that she intends to do that. And I have a CD of that meeting, and it would really behoove, the voting board is where we all start in Henry County as far as rights and voting privileges. And if we can't run the voting board of Henry County in a legal manner, how in the world can we run anything else in Henry County? I got the CD of it because undoubtedly y'all are not concerned enough. I will say, Ms. D, I appreciate you being considerate enough to call me back. It does appear that you were the only one that's really taking a part of what's right and wrong in this county. You're finally coming on board with these warehouses, and I applaud you for that. But let's get back to the voter board. Your county attorney asked that they be trained, so the state attorney general sent people down here and trained all of them except one. Now, in May, there's going to be two people reappointed or appointed to that committee. I'm going to ask that you, if you need a copy of that CD, you need to pay attention to it, because one of those ladies, and I'm going to name her, Miss Thomas, she is senile. Well, you can say what you want to. And she doesn't need to be on that board because she doesn't understand what's even going on. It's pitiful. Miss Moon, she's the one that didn't show up to be certified, recertified, or whatever you want to call it. She didn't even show up. And so she's up for appointment in this May. Mr. Brown, who was appointed by Mr. Preston, who I had before the voter board, didn't even exclude himself, and he's the one that was appointed by Mr. Preston. So you see, it was just wholesale, no moral compass at all, much less legal compass. So it was just, but I've got a copy of it. If y'all don't care anymore about the voting privileges and the voting rights and what's legal, then to not even pursue what I've given you after it was legally proven, then we got some serious problems. I think I got a minute and 26 seconds, and I'd like to. Ms. D, don't be sugar-coated into believing that the chamber, 1 Henry, and all of these people ain't lockstep on warehouses. From the governor to the chamber to the industrial development to the 1 Henry, that CID ain't nothing but another taxing department so we can tax Henry County people to pay for those warehouses. Home Depot, and I gave all of y'all a copy of this a week or so ago, in Valdosta, Georgia, they went and paved the whole road for Home Depot. Home Depot's just put a brand new couple of million square feet on 155. Did you know that Home Depot puts in nice parks all over the United States? Home Depot is using tip help at their warehouse right now. They ought to be out here building a park for Henry County, for these children. They got the money to put on the Super Bowl. They got enough money to put on a park. If they're going to do it somewhere, why don't they do it in Henry County? Miss Woods, remember this. What goes around, my daddy always said, will come around. And as you say, he said you put him to the rear of the bus, we're going to come back to the front of the bus. You spent an hour today and never opened your mouth with all this about Bruce.
Mr. Morey, you're out of time, and thank you for your comments.
Come back.
I appreciate that.